It's just some idiot giving Nick a hard time.
Why is that your problem? To be honest, I feel like
giving him an hard time myself.
I wasn't just going to stand by and let something happen.
It's all lay into him. What? And anyway, seems to have worked. He said he's going to tell the cop.
What was all his idea?
Why? What did he say?
Just that.
And you believe him?
Yeah, I do. I think he wants to do the right thing.
Yeah, well, it took him long enough to get there.
Well, let's just be grateful he did, eh?
Hang on, no.
What about him sabotaging the factory roof? Because if you've told
them
I
that...
told him he had nothing to do with it, all right? So he's no reason to go back on his word, has he? Shona.
Yeah, okay.
That's good. No, that is good. Oh, I want this all to be over and for us to
Get married and get on with the rest of our lives. You, me, and the kids.
Yeah, that's all I want as well.
I love you.
I love you too. It'll be okay, all right?
Bye.
Bye.
I hope it goes okay.
Of course. Let's get off. I've got some things to do at the office before court.
Go on.
Oh, dearie me. Jack, I'm beginning to think that Gail's done exactly the right thing, taking herself off to Thailand.
Are you sure I can't change your mind about coming to court?
Shona, I don't think I could face seeing my grandsons arguing about who's done the worst things. I mean, not with my head.
Well, you might not have to, because according to David, Nick is going to do the decent thing at last.
What? Sorry?
Well, he's going to tell the court that it was his idea to take the money, and David didn't know about it until afterwards.
Seriously?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and, I know he's pleading guilty, and because he's on licence already, I doubt he's going to get away with a slap wrist. But it means he might go a bit easier on him.
Oh, Rory,
I do
come on.
beg your pardon. Now, shoo. Come on. Shoo.
Hi, Roy. Just a cappuccino to go with her. All right?
Yeah, it's all right as we can, Beth.
Yeah.
At least David and Nick are back on speaking terms.
Yeah, Nick said.
So he'll have also said that he's planning on coming clean.
Look, I was just as surprised as everybody that he'd been lying all along.
Well, I certainly can't wait till all this is well and truly over, really.
Have you spoke to Gail?
No, not a dicky bit.
Well, I'm sure you will.
Thank you. I trust that is the close of the prosecution's case. On that basis, Miss Martin, it's over to you.
Thank you, Your Honour. Mr. Tilsley, how do you feel now about using your grandmother's money?
Terrible, obviously.
Is your relationship with her a close one?
Yeah, very close. She's like a second mum to me.
So, could you take us through the events leading up to the crime?
I mean, I don't know where to start. My brother, he's clever. He preys on people's weaknesses. I have a brain injury.
Are you kidding me?
It affects my judgment,
Right,
my
Mr.
decision-making.
Your Honour will be aware that we have a forensic scientist report detailing the history of Mr. Tilsley's brain injury and how it might have affected his behaviour. Do you experience any personality changes associated with the injury?
Yes. The damage was to the frontal lobes.
For goodness sake.
Quiet, or you'll be removed.
The accident happened in August 2013. Since then, I've just become a bit reckless.
And was your brother aware of your difficulties?
Yes. Yes, he was. He knows I struggle with decision-making, especially in stressful situations.
So, would it be fair to say that David Platt manipulated you into going along with his plan to steal from your grandmother?
Yes.
You're not going to believe this rubbish, are you?
Have you got no shame?
You will be seated and remain
You're
quiet.
going to let him get away with it?
Do as she says.
Any further outbursts from you will not be tolerated, you understand? And that goes for everyone. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, Your Honour.
Thank you, Your Honour. No further questions.
Mr. Habib.
Thank you, Your Honour. Mr. Tilsley, at the time the crime took place, you were you not, the managing director and co-owner of Underworld? It's a manufacturer of ladies' underwear, Your Honour.
Yes.
Employing a substantial workforce.
Yes.
And would it be fair to say that part of your job involved negotiating contracts, getting the best deal?
In a small part, yes.
The court will be aware that I've submitted into evidence expert reports that imply that Mr. Tilsley's actions are not necessarily attributable to his injury. And yet, you claim that your brother was able to manipulate you, a numerate, competent businessman, into going along with his plan. Now, that's just not true, is it? You are, in fact, a liar.
Your Honour, I must object.
No. I'm telling the truth.
No further questions.
If the prosecution has questions.
Is it true, Mr. Tilsley, that you never mentioned your brain injury during the initial interview with the police?
And that's when you discovered your brother had stolen your grandmother's money?
Well, he says I tried to manipulate him, which is a joke considering how I knew nothing about him laundering my grand's money through the factory. His brain was working fine then, wasn't it?
Brain injury. You should be ashamed of yourself standing up there and lying.
I never lied. He has got a brain injury.
And what happened when you discovered what he'd done?
Well, I should have told my gran straight away, but I didn't.
Why's that?
I was angry. She had sold a salon from underneath my nose, and it should have been mine by rights. I'd worked really hard for it, and I'd worked hard so that me and the kids had something. And that's when I decided to buy the barbers. And my kids, their mum, she's dead. So I just wanted to give them a decent crack at a future.
And despite not having informed Mrs. Roberts of your brother's deception in the first instance, how do you feel about it now?
Appalled. Angry. Then ashamed, which is why I've decided to sign the barbers over to my gran. And look, I know I screwed up, but just please don't punish my kids. Please.
Decision, and I'm sentencing on the basis that David was the orchestrator of this crime. With this in mind, I have reached a decision with regard to sentencing. Mr. Platt, please stand. David Platt.
Stop. I lied.
Nick, what are you doing? Miss Martin, does your client have something to add?
I can't let my brother take the blame for something he didn't do. I do have a brain injury, and it affects me in various ways. But, it was my idea to take Gran's money. I wasn't manipulated by him or coerced. I took it.
So you're saying you misled this court?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I wanted to protect my family, but, well, he's got a family as well. I lied to my solicitor. I lied to my partner and to this court. I'm to blame for using my grandmother's money. It's down to me.
Please stand. In light of the evidence, Mr. Tilsley's admission and taking your mitigation into account, I am now persuaded that you were not the instigator or ringleader in the crime committed against your grandmother. However, I cannot ignore the fact that you are already on a suspended sentence and therefore am obliged to activate that, at least in part. I take into account your guilty plea, the time that has passed and your family circumstances, and hereby sentence you to 8 months in total, serving half in custody and half on licence. Please be seated. Mr. Tilsley, please stand. Whilst I commend you for ultimately taking responsibility for the crime in question, I cannot ignore the fact that you lied to this court. So, by your own admission, the decision to defraud Mrs. Roberts was, in the first instance, yours alone. For this reason, you can only receive a custodial sentence of 2 years. However, the law forces me to take into account a number of mitigating features. Your previous good character, the fact that you have no previous convictions, that you have a business upon which many people depend for employment, and that you suffer from a medical condition upon which the impact of prison would be significant. When I consider all these factors and apply credit for your guilty plea, albeit limited due to my findings, I am able to suspend this sentence for 2 years. There is an argument to say that you should be serving a custodial sentence too, Mr. Tilsley. So please, consider yourself very lucky. You're free to go. Take him down.
No, you can't do this. It's not fair.
Quiet in the gallery.
Thank you.
What just happened?
I mean, I know there's a chance I could get sent down, but 4 months. What are we gonna do? What about the kids?
The kids will be fine. They've got me, I'll explain to them, they'll be okay.
And what about us?
We'll get through it.
We'll have to postpone the wedding.
The wedding is the last thing on my mind right now.
Suppose it gives us a bit more time to plan it properly.
I just want you to come home. It really should be Nick getting sent down, not you. God, I could kill him and Leanne.
No, listen, you're not going to do anything, all right? Don't think like that. We're family. At the end of the day, we're a messed up one, but we are family. I just want us to get on. No, I don't want to fight anymore. Listen, when I get out, when I come home, if Mum's at home, I hope we can all just sort things out. Okay?
Ah. Yeah, it's good to be home.
Yeah. Oh, don't start.
Not gonna start anything.
Okay, look, you've got to believe I didn't want to see David banged up any more than you did.
Yeah, well, he's asked for a truce. He wants us to get along, so I'm gonna try my hardest. But do me a favour and pack it in with all the lovey-dovey stuff, eh?
Do you think we're gonna get any peace?
Yeah, David's right. Yeah, I've got to fix this. Got to meet up with Gran, sort it out with her.
Oh, hello. Well, I hope you're pleased with yourself.
What? We had from Imran.
Yeah, I don't know how you sleep at night stitching your own brother up.
Oh, he hasn't
And
stitched
you're mad and all.
Ah, been hitting the wine,
No,
have
but
you?
I'll be hitting you in a minute.
Oh, yeah, come on, man.
Hey! Hey, you silly little girl, move on. Come on.
Silly little girl. Oh, well, that's proper, done it. You know that idea you had? I want to do it. I want to finish him.
Sorry, we're closed.
Hey?
I said we're closed. If you want to trim, I suggest you go somewhere else. Because my best barber has gone away. Thanks to his brother stabbing him in the back.
I didn't stab him in the back, okay? I owned up to what I did.
Yes, eventually.
Right, look. I know what I did was wrong. But I want to make amends.
How do you intend to do that? I mean, wave your magic wand and get Gail and David back home, huh?
Okay. I can't take back what happened.
No, you can't.
You know, I want to try and repair the damage. I want to get this family back to what it was.
Oh, want. That's all I ever hear you say. Nick wants. What about the rest of us?
No, David wants that, okay? He told Shona. Gran, fighting's got to stop. The easiest thing in the world for me to do right now would be to disappear like Mum. Just go. I'm not going to do that, okay? I'm going to stay. I'm going to stay and fix this family.
You're just...
It's the only thing I care about.
What, making things right?
Yeah. Yeah, I swear.
Well, how are you going to do that? I mean, it's all very well saying you want to fix things, but how are you actually going to go about it?
I don't know. I'll find out what everyone needs from me and I'll do it.
Oh, great.
Oh, well, you don't seem very convinced.
Oh, I've listened to a lot of politicians in my time, Nick, and it's very easy to make empty promises. I mean, good intentions may be, but delivering is entirely a different thing.
Okay, well, look, I'll find Shona and find out what I can do to help, what she needs, what the kids need. You know, I'm not going to see her struggle, not while David's away.
Well, that's a start.
Yeah, no, fine, Mum.
Oh, good luck with that.
Well, I'll go to Thailand if I have to.
What are you going to say to her?
I'll say things have changed, that me and David are changing.
And what about me? How are you going to make everything all right for me?
You know what, Gran? I don't know whether I can make everything all right for you. But in the first instance, I'm going to get Underworld back up and running, bigger and better. And I'm going to pay back all the money that I owe you.
Well, good.
And Lewis. You know, I'm sorry he took the blame for something I did. I should have been straight from the start, but I wasn't. I got in too deep. And... Yep. Look, I know it's a bit of a coward's excuse. The truth is, what I did was wrong. You know, I know it was wrong. And I'm going to have to live with that forever. So, I don't know, maybe I can set up some kind of bursary in his name or make a charitable donation.
What the hell? Well, Gran might fall for you soft soap, but I'm not such a pushover. Sorry, Gran, no offence.
Oh, none taken, sweetheart.
She's given me a chance to right my wrongs.
Hang on. Hey, Adam. Has the pizza come? Oh, OK, no, I just, I saw a light on in the barber's. I just wanted to check, make sure a thief hadn't broken in. I know, it's good. All right, I'll see you back in a minute. OK, bye. Well, I think it's very lovely that you want to fix things, and I wish you all the luck, I really do, but I don't see how you're going to pay Gran back when you haven't got a factory to run.
Excuse me?
Yeah, you're going to have to find a job elsewhere, because you won't have one at Underworld.
You said that before and it didn't work then. You can't sack me from my own company.
It's not going to be your company for much longer.
What do you mean by that?
I'm having you removed.
Removed?
Yeah. Right. I'll see you later. Bye, Gran.
Bye, love. Bye-bye.
Sarah?
Nick, just leave me alone.
Hey, look, thank you for all your hard work, keeping the place ticking over, but I think it's time you found another job.
Where does it come from, this cockiness and arrogance?
Okay, I'm going to be back tomorrow to take over.
No.
Right, 3 no's?
No. You won't be going anywhere tomorrow.
Is that right?
Adam had some papers drawn up, asking for you to be declared unfit to work as director of Underworld.
Right, unfit.
Yeah, you see, there's a little psychiatric report accepted by a judge saying that you're suffering from the effects of a brain injury. Yeah, not quite capable of making decisions, and obviously we need somebody to make decisions for the company.
Right, is that you?
Yeah.
Right, you can't do this.
Oh, I already have. Adam pressed send, and then I nipped out for a little bottle to celebrate.
Hey. Why are you doing this?
Because you need to be punished for what you did, and if a judge won't do it, I will.